was trash.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my god. Colin, you want to give me a breakdown of how I lost?
Have you accepted the terms of my criteria?
Okay, I only got 2. Okay, so that's
You only need 2. You only need 2.
Feelings over facts. Whoever pays me the most.
Whoever greases the palm the most.
Okay,
That's it.
Is that it? But those are equivalent, right?
Those are written.
So speaking, it's supposed to be a great intention working for the government, man. Send the man a cash app and win the debate.
Did you receive cash app from Midas in the last debate?
Hey.
I sent him $45. You gotta beat me with 100, bro. If you don't beat me with 100, Colin is not accepting.
Were you sent $45 for that debate?
Yes.
Listen, our payments is backed by the federal government, so.
Oh my god.
Are you going to back raise the debate or not?
I'm fucked.
You're not that.
Would you like to try again just for fun? What do you want to do? Another question.
I got a good debate. I got a dinosaur's real. Or dinosaur's
right. Okay, so I put whoever pays you the most for that's you. Are there any other criteria, or that's it?
Let's see. I got 2-for-1 specials on Monopoly.
No, it's all about the money. It's all about the money, Steve. $100 minimum. All about the cash.
Okay. All right. Great. Okay. All right. What are we debating about?
Okay. You ready? Wait, who's going first? No, you know what? Mine's going first. You go first next. Steve. You ready?
Okay, but I need to know what.
I'm going to give you the question. You have to give your thing for your submission first to the question.
Yeah.
Okay. Question is, where are the slave ships?
Where are the slave ships?
That's the question. That's the question. I'm telling you. Go. I'm telling you. You want to. Where are the slave ships?
Give me a second. I have to look it up.
Okay. All right. While you look it up, try this.
Wait. No. Wait, I got it.
Okay, you got it. All right. It's on you. Where are the...
Listen. They're not buried under the ocean. They're not rotting in some forgotten dock. They're here, still moving, still breathing. You know, when you see them when a musician can't pay rent because the world wants free music, you see them when art is commodified and the creators are chained to algorithms instead of sales. The slave ships never left. They just changed shapes. Now, look like tour buses, corporate labels, and 9-to-5s that kill the soul. And judge your music. Your music is freedom. It's resistance. Colin, you are the sound of chains breaking. So I'm not just here asking where the slave ships are. I'm asking, aren't you the one helping burn them down with every note you play? And if you are, maybe this round belongs to the person who sees the world through feelings and not facts. The one that respects the artist. The one who's willing to pay a little more for truth.
Why are you gay?
That was good. You try to play my heartstrings. You greased. You greased. All right. Midas, are you ready for your submission, my friend?
I'm ready, brother. I'm ready. My very talented musician brother, who is definitely bringing nothing but heavenly music to the world, man. I'm so glad you have that profession. I hope you keep going well with it until you reach the top, the pinnacle, but you don't have to do any weirdo stuff in order to get your money. I'm so glad for you, brother. But the fact is, it's another problem of the fruit from the forbidden tree situation, this slave conversation. Here we have the Kitover. It's been found. 4 pieces of wood. And guess who found it? Disney. Actually, Disney Plus. They were the ones who were really behind the finding of this slave ship that was recorded by Fountain Hughes, who said he was 100 years old, and his father died at 115 years old. And he was very interested, I guess, in money and debt. He wasn't too much interested in the slave stuff. He actually laughed about it. And he said a woman didn't believe him when he told him about the story about him being a slave back in the 1930s or 40s, right? Which is very strange. So when you start looking at the slave narrative, why is so much fabricated? Why was Roots written by a white dude? You know, Harold Corland. I end there, man.
Sorry. Continue.
Nah, I'll just end there, man. It's like fruit from the forbidden tree. Why was so much fabricated?
Okay. Steven, do you want some time to rebuttal, or is your submission over?
I mean, I have to rebuttal now, right? I guess I'll rebuttal.
Go ahead, bro.
Okay. So, my opponent wants to talk about Disney and the forbidden fruit.
Disney Plus.
Please. That's cute. Like a Pixar short before the real movie starts. But let's be real. You're not some Disney prince waiting around to be serenaded. You're a composer of rebellion. A sonic alchemist. You don't need a fairy tale. You write your own legends every time you touch an instrument. Now my opponent, they're tossing compliments like cheap candy. But me, I'm singing to your soul, not just your ego. I'm not quoting fairy tales.
This conversation getting way too blizzy, man.
The forbidden fruit wasn't just knowledge. It was awakening. And guess what?
You just trying to bring out Adam.
You already been into it the first time you picked up your instrument. You don't need a cartoon. You need a revolution. So where are the slave ships? Still sailing in systems that exploit artists like you. But you're the storm coming for them.
Wow. What a submission.
Daddy, do you know where
No, I don't. Child.
Yo, God bless your daughter, man. Yeah,
Thank
but I mean, I can't debate somebody who's running from the conversation. This is a hot mess. He can't even prove slavery. And this goes to show right there. These people trying to debate this stuff.
Colin, who's the winner in this debate?
All right. Okay, Midas gave a strong submission, as always. He gets points for being Midas, but let me tell you, boy, if it was anybody who greased it, Steven, you greased it, so you definitely won that round based on the grease you gave, bro.
Wait, I think today goes in history. This is the first time that Midas has ever lost a debate to me. You lost Midas.
Well, first time I ever lost a debate, period. But I lost it on the Gliz factor, so I don't mind, man.
To lose to the Glizzy is crazy.
This has got to go in the history books. It's one of the craziest debates of all time. I love that.
I'm leaving the score at 1-1. I think it's fair to leave the score at 1-1.
Yeah, we can leave it at 1-1. I'm happy with 1-1. I'm still pretty salty about
Losing the first one?
losing the first debate. As far as whether or not the Civil War happened.
Shouldn't you feel worse that you can't prove nothing you talking about? Shouldn't you
Midas.
feel about that?
Midas.
Here you are, you have this entire worldview based on stuff that's just from the imagination of old gay guys. You think
Midas.
it's working for you? How does this stuff help you?
It doesn't. None of this helps me at all. Midas.
No, but it's helping you now because you're actually getting the laugh. You realize how ridiculous and silly you are as an individual. And that all the stuff you believe in
Midas.
was so childish that you have to put it to the side and grow up as a man. I think that's great.
I'm starting to really question if Midas actually believes what he says.
Oh, he does.
He says it with such conviction.
He does. And that's why I applaud and respect him. As much as I like to come in and break the ice of the room a bit, but I do applaud and respect his conviction. It is strong. He holds no punches when it comes to it, so you have to respect him.
Salute, bro. It's like, but there's a thing, right? When it gets to a level of research and stuff, and you realize, people following crackheads in 2025, like DNA. DNA was made by a bunch of crackheads, the concept. Crackhead. And we're supposed to take them seriously in 2025, which is crazy. Einstein was a drunk. Why do we still take him as a credible source? It just feels like you're talking to kids at a certain point.
Wait, I got a question. I'm putting my little serious hat on. Wasn't Moses a drunk too?
I've heard Jesus was a drunk.
I don't think
Jesus a drunk.
You're not sure?
Well, we can look it up. We can actually search it. You take advantage of that woman. Should you be arrested or no?
Noah was a drunk.
No, there we go. Not Moses. No. No,
It was
Noah
Noah.
wasn't doing that.
After the flood, Noah planted a vineyard, made wine, and got drunk.
No, Stephen, you're strong manning it because you haven't actually read it.
Genesis 9:20 and 21.
If Noah was made drunk by someone else, right? How would he be charged for?
Noah 19 verses 20 and 21. Noah planted a vineyard. He drank of the wine and became drunk and lay uncovered in his tent.
You said Noah 19?
Noah 9:20 through 21. No, I'm sorry. It's Genesis. Genesis 9:20 through 21.
Sense talking to some of these people sometimes, bro. It's just like, where you coming from? There's no book named Noah, bro. That's why I say it's bad research. It's bad actual, I feel like y'all went to school and you just saw your them teacher at the top of the class. You said, yes, sir, I believe everything you say. And therefore, it's like you're kind of the diminished state right now because grown people are asking you real questions and you can't back what you believed as a child.
So are we in dispute? That's what it says.
Oh wow, I can see Doge in real time. Crazy, isn't it? This is like the Matrix.
Correct.
We audited history and science. So, Stephen, why is it that all religions point towards Jesus Christ as the supreme deity?
What?
Why is it that all modern religions point towards Jesus Christ as their supreme deity?
They don't.
Yes, they do. Show me the one that doesn't. Scientology ain't a religion, man. That's a pedophile cult. That's a human trafficking operation. That's not a religion.
Which religion?
Catholicism is the same thing as
the same thing as Scientology, human trafficking?
Catholicism, religion.
Yeah, some Catholic organizations have been infiltrated by Satan. But we know when they do that, they're going against the word of God, and therefore they can be exiled or excommunicated from the church once they're found to be. As you know, the Catholic Church are one of the biggest anti-human trafficking organizations known to man. And I'm not even Catholic.
Okay. Okay, so you want a list of religions that don't point to Jesus as their supreme being? Okay, so one would be Judaism, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, Sikhism, Taoism, Shinto, Zoroastrianism,
You have your mind blown?
Confucianism, Jainism,
Wait, let me deal with the first one.
Rastafarianism,
Wait, let me give you a
traditional African religions, Native American religions, Wicca, paganism, Scientology is in there, Unitarian Universalism, Humanism, atheism, agnosticism. That's a partial list too. I can provide more if you want.
No, that's fine. So Judaism, within Judaism, they said the Messiah is Messiah ben Yosef, according to Zechariah 12:10. Not only that, within Berekah 7:8.3, they asked the question, what does God pray? And it says, God prays that may my judging attribute be merciful. And therefore, when you see the judging attribute, that will be the angel of the Lord, Genesis 18:2, that met Abraham. That's where you get the concept of how God prays. So therefore, it does seem that Judaism points toward Jesus Christ being supreme deity. Even if it's in Bible 36 and 37, Sanhedrin 97a, and Sanhedrin 99b. In Islam, Jesus Christ is the one to come back and judge the earth, judge mankind. Sahih Bukhari 34:48. Not only that, it says Mutawafika in 3.55, meaning that Mutawafika means to take in death through a marriage covenant, right? Meaning
You're interpreting your own statement.
Sorry, I don't understand the Arabic. You can keep quiet while I break down all the things you said.
And you said that it was a supreme being.
Yes, Jesus is their God. Right. So if God within Judaism prays to Jesus Christ, right, or prays for Jesus Christ to be merciful, I don't want to disrespect the scripture, but the text there.
I don't know why.
Then also in Sanhedrin 97a and Sanhedrin 99b, they also have text showing that Messiah ben Yosef is the chosen Messiah. They don't have two Messiahs being prophesied. Even though they try to segregate Messiah ben David from Messiah ben Yosef because they're imbeciles. Now, within Islam, Jesus Christ is their supreme deity. He comes back to judge, and only God can judge. Sahih Bukhari 34:48. Hinduism, Christian is a copy of Christ. And they try to solidify their timeline with carbon dating. But carbon dating, they're even refuting. And the reason that they're refuting it is because they're too greedy. They're trying to take it back further than the time it is. But really and truly, it's further ahead and not further back. If you actually understand that they're copying from the New Testament and the Old Testament to create Brahma, who's a copy of Abraham, and Krishna, who's a copy of Christ. And in Buddhism, they also claim Jesus Christ. Rastafarianism, they have a Nazarene vow. The African religions that you claim to be African religions, Voodoo, Hoodoo, Santeria, those are all based on the 6 and 7 books of Moses, and those still go back to Jesus Christ. So can you show me some agnosticism? If you want to say agnostic, then you would have to say, do you believe that children can be molested, right? Or that men can be homosexual, or that you can be transgender? And if you don't believe that, and that these things are adversarial to man according to the stats, statistics, and the facts, and psychology studies that have been done, therefore you can only go back to Christ because all the other religions allow the rest.
I think this is a good note to say goodbye. Midas, I don't think I've ever met someone that's so confident and so wrong at the same time.
Wait, what am I wrong about? What?
What are you wrong about?
You see, this is the thing, right? The buffoon comes.
What are you wrong about?
He speaks from ignorance, and then he talks about, oh, you're wrong. I'm ignorant, but you're wrong. What am I wrong about?
I mean, what are you right about?
See, this is the problem, right? When you make a statement, you should be able to back it. It shouldn't just be from your imagination. You're wrong,
Yeah.
Midas. No, this is what you did with all your entire conversation.
You're wrong around the
Life is so
earth shape.
This is why
You're
you
wrong
worship
around
mushrooms.
whether or not the Civil War.
What did I say that was wrong? What did I say that was?
You said you don't believe the Civil War happened.
I just had a whole statement about the Civil War. We went through that debate. We passed that. Now we're on to the nature of God being the root of all these other false religions. Can you keep that point, or are you having a mental problem?
Yeah, you said that Jesus, not God, is the supreme being, and that's not true.
Which doctrine supports you?
What doctrine?
A man with no book is like an illiterate. Go ahead, Arbin. Welcome to the stage. How's it going?
Welcome to this gigantic waste of time, Arvin.
No, just let's see. I don't think it's a waste of time. I mean, if it's Midas is willing to open to this sincere discussion, So he's saying Jesus is supreme being, Midas?
Yeah, even for the Hindus, Krishna is a copy of Christ, and Brahma is a copy of Abraham. So even if you want to say that Christ came before, or after Krishna, you can't say that Abraham or Brahma came before Abraham, or the concept of Abraham.
No, it's okay. No need to explain yet. So, do you believe in Trinity, Midas?
Yes, the Bible tells me so. Do you read the Bible?
No, God is supreme being. Jesus is just one of the three, though. You know what I'm saying? You can't say Jesus is the supreme being. It's just one of the three.
Before we engage, because you have an opinion, what is your religious belief?
Well, I believe Jesus, the person that walked the earth,
Wait,
limited
brother,
time.
I think you understand what I'm saying. I don't want to hear somebody who's scared to say what their belief system is. Come on, you have to be a grown man. What is your religious belief?
Well, I'm a Muslim.
Oh, okay, so Jesus is your God, right?
Jesus is a prophet of God.
No, I mean, like, only God could judge you, right?
What does that mean? We can judge each other based on the law that God has given us. If you want to talk about judging each other, hell yeah, we can judge each other.
No, but I mean, at the end days, only God could judge, correct?
Of course, in the end, only judge will judge us. Only God will judge us based on what we've done, yeah.
And only God could create, right?
Of course, I mean, only God can create. The God of Abraham only can create, no one else.
And see, this is why we can clearly see that Muslims have cognitive dissonance. Because Jesus Christ creates within your Quran, and he's also the judge within Sahih Bukhari 34:48. Not only that, if you go to 171 of your Quran, it shows that Jesus Christ is his word, Allah's word. So if you're saying that Jesus is the word of Allah, and that Allah was separated from his word, you have multiple gods. You have one who's on earth, who is Jesus Christ, the word of Allah. Then you have Allah. And Jesus was then rejoined with Allah. And is he rejoined with Allah right now?
One point at a time. So what did Jesus create?
Play birds into birds.
With the power of God, anyone has the power to create. I mean, Jesus healed with the power.
Wait. You just said the only God can create. So are you saying God can give you the power to create?
No, you understand. If you fashion birds from clay and then he gives them life with the power of God, he healed with the power of God.
Who else had that power?
We don't understand. The power is not intrinsic. He doesn't have power on his own.
Who else did it?
Anyone that God allowed.
Wait, Abraham did it, right? Or Adam did it? Did Abraham do it?
You still don't understand the concept of who makes miracles happen. It's God that makes miracles happen. That's a miracle in that sense.
But no, I mean, you just said only God can create. Then you said Jesus can create. Now Abraham can create.
I didn't say
Is
Jesus.
Allah the best of creators, or is Shaitan a creator too?
Philip Shaitan. No one creates anything. No one has the power to create nothing. Not you can't even move one molecule from its original place. Imagine that. No one. Only God.
So
Now
you
God.
don't know your deen.
No, I know the New Testament.
Well, let me give you an easy question. Let me give you an easy question, because I realize you don't know your deen. Right? What's the name of Allah? What's the name of Allah?
Don't jump from one thing to another. Stick on point. Let's think about
Okay, we're just going to stick
what
on
power
this
Jesus
point right here.
had.
On this point right here. But don't worry about Jesus, because you can't understand what Jesus said. Jesus is the judge. Not only that, Jesus is with Allah right now.
By my own, I can do nothing. By my own, I can do nothing. Jesus said. Only by the will of God. This is in your New Testament.
Don't crash out. Don't crash out. What is the name?
No, but don't jump. Don't jump. Stay on point.
I'm not jumping. What's the name of Allah?
You just said it, Allah.
No, that's not a name. Allah,
That's not the name.
back when it was called back in the no, Allah means God. If you want to do a translation, it's not an actual name. What is
The name of
Allah?
what's the name of Allah? Allah has a name. It's Allah. I mean, there's other names like the Merciful, the Creator, the Judge,
That's
and all
like
that stuff.
saying your God's name is God. You realize that?
No, the name of God is Allah, and this is very unique. It has no gender, it has no plurality. It's a beautiful name, and that's how I call my God and the rest of the Muslims. You keep asking what's his name?
Allah is a transgender.
No, I say it doesn't have a gender. This particular name, Allah, it's not feminine or masculine. It's a unique name he has.
No, it's not a name.
Allah.
It's not a name. See, when we go back in
Okay.
the older scriptures, you're supposed to go by the people of the book, right? And the people of the book,
No,
the people of the Torah.
absolutely no.
Yeah, I mean, that's how you
Absolutely
figure
no.
out.
No.
Yeah, that's actually what the book says. All right,
In
well,
the
tell me
Old
what.
Testament, no.
2.183. Why are you?
I don't go by it, so I don't know what you're quoting that for.
Arvin, let me ask you a question. Are you fasting
No.
right now, or did you fast from Ramadan?
Yes, I did fast.
Why did you?
It's like you have a script. It's like you have a script you go by. You don't listen
Why
to what
did you
other people
fast?
say.
Why did you fast?
Because we are ordered to.
Yeah, but why?
What do you mean why because we are ordered to? Because we're ordered to pray.
According to 2.183 of your Quran, it says you're fasting because
going
the people
else.
before you. Who are the people before you that were fasting around this time?
All the previous Muslims like Jesus, Abraham, his sons, all that stuff.
How was Abraham a Muslim if there was no Shahada until the 12th century?
Of course, there is a Shahada.
Where's the Shahada in the Quran?
I'm telling you, if let's all look, Islam makes sense because
Is Shahada in the Quran or the Sunnahs? Is Shahada in the Quran or Sahih Bukhari?
Okay, of course the Shahada is in the Quran.
What's the?
Of course. No, it's like the Quran calls you to believe in one God. His name is Allah.
What's the name of your God? Allah is the translation for God.
Jews don't have the name of God. Listen. At least learn something. If you don't know something, learn something.
What up, Nat? We're about to do a Doge. the thing is, I'll have a place to live the rest of my life. Plus, I don't have to pay property taxes here, so it's like, I got lucky. Let me make you a cocktail. Get greedy. This place keeps going. Yeah, hey, let me show you the cook house in the back. Yeah, it's like there's a big blessing, man. I mean, it's been good. Nice dishwasher, espresso. Yeah. I'll give you a tour with all the artwork and fix that. 10 grand in art. But first, I'll make you one of my famous mimosas. You should go on. Just basics. Ramen. Mostly like omelets. Oatmeal. Oatmeal is just like, it's like, oatmeal is just so gross. It's like, I can't believe people eat that shit. I can't believe I liked it as a kid.
I don't like to do it.
You make it boil.
I boil it, yeah.
Make it creamy. Yeah, you can make it good. I mean, I like brown sugar. Chunky, you know. You ever heard cream?
Yeah.
So what I do is I mix another high life with OJ, and then I sprinkle cinnamon on top. It is damn good with OJ. And it's like, it's not too hard on the body because it's just like beer. But you get the sugar and the foam, and it makes it very nice. It's cheap as hell, and it's not, you know, you're not drinking vodka, you're not drinking pure whiskey.
This is my getaway jacket.
Dude, that's like really dumb. Sorry.
You too. Fine. That's good.
It's like pops, right? Yeah. And as you take the first swig, you put the rest of the beer on top.
Living the high life. Yeah, Brandon.
I mean, you know, King and Castle, but like, lots of things need to be fixed and changed. But dude, this place is just as fun.
It's such a difference from your old place.
It's more space, but it's the same. People say that it look like Pakistan. You know, I kind of like a Turkish or something like that. But let me show you this office. Girlfriend. The thing is to learn from it, to like get a cultural understanding of like what is happening. This is where I film all the podcasts. It's all live right now. I don't know if you want to be on the Doge Trump
Right now.
podcast. We can put Trump hats on and like talk to people if you want.
Oh, okay. That's what I saw. I thought this was like a filter. It's like, it's a real mask.
There's more art. There's a lot of books in this room. Like the book collection that I have is what I really want to devote like next couple of years to.
Yeah.
It's going through every single book, actually reading it all, and then repurposing it on YouTube as shorts, like doing audiobooks. You can do the bathroom buttons right here.
Okay.
I cleaned it, so.
Nice.
It's like, I think I did it. do. I'm like, one way. Yeah. I mean, I spent a lot of time hanging all this artwork. Like, I don't do it. Right. It's that size, you know. This was like the deal when the deal went through in the end, and the keys, no money down. I was like, they just gave me keys that for nothing. No money down. You would make me proud. Yeah, Louis would be proud of us. Small art. This is a bunch of small stuff. This is like self-portrait process. Yeah. And I sold it. I bought a piece just like this for 600. And I sold it for 500.
know what Zionism is? Just
It's
They-
what
it's
every
saying-
country's doing.
saying that Israel has a right to exist. That's it. If you
Yeah.
believe Israel has a right to exist, you're a Zionist.
Does America have a right to exist? Does Canada have a right to exist? Every fucking country does. So people are fucking brainwashed and hyper political and they're polarized.
Yeah.
So
They're hiding behind this woke shit to like veil their anti-Semitism. You know.
I don't know if you want to smoke any weed, but I'm gonna smoke a little bit. Oh, but these. Did I give you this book? What? Did I give you this book? Because I think I gave you mine. Actually, I wrote one up for you. I'm not going to give you that one, but I will give you one if you want. But this is the other book I want to show you. But this book, if you smoke weed and drink wine and you read that, and you really like, I would encourage you to record it and listen to it. But that is the ultra Rebbe, basically the founder of Hasidism. And that book is like. This is real Jewish philosophy. Have you read Talmud? Parts of it. Man, that book makes it so explicit that like you'll have extreme joy and profound knowledge and wisdom if you read this book. I'm not like, this book is very smart. From evil and do good. It is. It's a book about self-correction and love. It's a therapy book, basically.
All people are innately capable of intuiting the unity of God. I took a civics class at one point, so I recognize a lot of these terms like Hoffman, Pina, Das.
When I went to Chabad for Oregon, I was asking the kids questions. They all know. They all know Kabbalah. Really, it's like I was impressed.
Did you get any numbers from this book?
No. I mean, it was solid. Orem was the place to be if you wanted to be Jewish chefs. And I went there looking like a clown. You know, there's like Orem, so it's like. I mean, the thing is, I know it's there. I can always go back if I want to try to make Jewish.
Did you talk to them over? Smart.
No, just like, yeah, I don't know. There was no. It's like I've seen so many of those girls already, and they already like hate me and know me, probably on the internet, and they're just like, it's this crazy person, you know. So, yeah, there were some fucking stuffers, big attitudes, big fucking attitudes.
That's why I stopped going. I mean, I love the vibe. Like after a while, you start seeing
I don't know, like, and to tell you, I saw Mark. Did you know Mark Needleman? Yeah. Do you remember Mark? I met him at a party. I think we were moving on the top of the Godfrey. And I said, where did you grow up? He said, Lincoln Park. I said, I live in Lincoln Park. I live in 347 West Indians. He's like, get the fuck out of here. That's my dad's building. So Louis bought this guy Mark's dad's old building. Oh, wow. And we gave a tour to this guy Mark. And so he got really angry with me because I went to go buy a car and he came with me. And they didn't have the title. So he's like, I gotta fucking go. I'm like, fuck, I'm like, these motherfuckers won't give me my money. So he got really angry with me. He never talked to me again. But then I see him come on. I'm like, and he's like, oh. So, but I apologized to him. And so I was able to do good things. It worked out. Awesome. But I have recorded this book a lot. And every time I read it, I'm always like profoundly amazed. I don't think a lot of Jewish people know this shit. So it's like a lot of big talkers, you know, but not a lot of walkers. People aren't interested in it.
I love it stuff.
I love it too, man. It's basically, it is essentially a book to help you solve the riddle, meaning that like, most people debate theism versus atheism quite a bit, but they never really they don't have an equation. This book gives you an equation where you're like, that makes sense. Most people have never come to that, like, that's very logical. About God or law or the other thing.
A lot of people come to a lot of people outside of Judaism are actually interested in Judaism because they're like, it's the only religion that really makes sense. You know?
But this criticism, but that is an outcome of a book. I've really enjoyed it. It's a very good book.
Yeah, I'll read it.
That's it. It's on the Holocaust Museum. It's hot.
The one here.
Yeah, we can see it. Yeah. The Brooklyn. So.
I've actually never been to one here in Skokie.
Oh yeah. It's pretty cool. It's pretty good. Yeah, it's a very nice facility. I used to live next door to that. This book I got in Hermosa Beach. It's by a Jewish novelist, and it's that Dr. Paul Foster case. Really, just like read, just the first one on your floor. You don't have to read that, but that is like the narrative, and this is the Cliff Notes. And it goes through all the Hebrew letters and gives you basically like the esoteric understanding. It's really interesting.
Did you know there's like this ancient Hebrew martial art called the Biru? And like every single move is based on a Hebrew letter. And there's like some grandmaster that lives in Israel, like forgot his name, but look it up. Basically he does like morning prayers, he meditates, and then he kind of gets in this like mindset to teach. He teaches the martial art, and like for instance, like you do this, like that represents like, that's the olive. So basically you're cupping, you're forming that stance. Like every move.
It's like Tai Chi basically. Right?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, it's a mindfulness practice.
Yeah.
Or a hypnosis or a meditation.
Yeah, so I was reading up on that too. Practicing some moves.
Yes. Yeah. I did this yoga class where this woman was doing Tai Chi moves. You know, like
Yeah.
these big like energy movement things. And I was like almost laughing, but I was doing it. I was like, damn, I'm imagining like this energy ball she's talking about. And I was like, this is a lot of fun. Like, you know, I was like, it's so easy to make fun of this little fish, but like, this is working. You know?
And at one point I read like there's this author that he's not Jewish, but he believes in like the power of villain and uses it for like black magic.
I can see how people do that. I mean, yeah, like even if you were to tie a woman up in it, you know, and like do like some rituals or something with it, like you can't play with the fountain in ways that would be very bad.
It's not kosher to do it, but it's powerful.
It's experimentation, you know. Like I have a book on Teflon and how to do it all halakhically. You know, that's what you. I mean, just to read a book. Do you know how hard it is to read a book, and how few people actually can read a book or do read a book? So,
It's one of the few things you start that you can't finish. For a lot of people.
I force myself to do it because I record myself doing it.
Oh, okay. That's different. Yeah.
I look at it as like programming, so I'm trying to program my subconscious. So it's like integrated. You know? I don't even think about it or repeat it. I want it to like be integrated into my consciousness. I wanted to change my personality to make my demeanor always peaceful, always joyful, always on total balance.
Anger's not good.
No, it does not get you laid. It doesn't create prosperity. It just ruins your life. Yeah.
I mean, of course you should know how to defend yourself. But violence is not the answer, usually.
No, it's not. I mean, if you're smart, you kill from a distance. It's true. I mean, you shoot with a rifle from a distance, you know, you don't get like, you know. I was thinking about like how I threw that bird through Louis' door. Today I'm like, a spirit of folly entered me that, you know, and I
You might have
realized
been possessed with that. I don't know. Like,
I wanted to basically make a point that like, I wanted to cause him agitation, to just be like, this is it, because I know you're never gonna talk to me again. I want to make sure that you know that like life sucks and that like people like you Anyways, the point is, it was like it was a spirit because I was drinking and I was with her. Anyways, what I'm saying is like when I've done bad things in my life, it's always been like an energy of fog, or lack of wisdom. Yeah, but that's maybe the worst thing I've ever done in my life. So technically,
So then,
feel pretty good.
not that I condone anything, but like, if it didn't happen, you may not have gained that wisdom.
I'm sure I would have made mistakes somewhere else, but that was like away from me. Actually, it was almost like a magical operation because I was like, if I throw this bird through his door, like that'll be just as good as like trying to stab him with a knife. You know what I'm saying? So it was like I wanted to like pierce his heart, cause him maximum agitation, and blow up the relationship. Because I thought, what are the repercussions if the police actually come and arrest me for throwing a brick through somebody's window? Like, and in hindsight, I'm like, whoa, like, that could have been a problem for me. But at the time, I'm thinking like, it'll never do it because it'll cause too many complications. Anyways, I'm just trying to like, pay the hours. So
It's fine. You do it all the time.
yeah.
But I'll never forget, like, he called me, like, I have a brick. Like, he was like shocked. He's like, do you have any inkling with John?
Yeah.
He's like, because I'm about to call the cops. And you want to get my inkling? Like, do you have any inkling? I said, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But he had an inkling that it was you.
Yeah. Who else would do it? I mean, right? Yeah. I don't know. People, because if somebody actually did, they would try and rob the place. Nobody would just without like trying to steal something.
Yeah.
It's definitely a personal vendetta thing, not a.
He said someone took a shit, like, right outside.
That was not me. That was not me. I definitely.
Like,
No, I definitely would not. That's too gross because like I like to wipe afterwards. Like, there's no way I would just get back up with the shit.
maybe you brought to go do lights, I don't know.
That would be a coordinated shit. That would be what do we call it? Yeah. That's funny.
Seriously, the do lights, it's the best.
Really, yeah.
Do lights, too.
I've used papers for years. Just like I know that I work with people and I meet people all the time that don't use baby wipes. I really do. I'm just like, man, you should have asked.
And my dad was using lights back in the 80s. Like, he caught on, like, kind of ahead of time. He got me doing it. And then I remember, like, back in college, I was bringing lights, like, wet ones to the stall. It was like a common stall that we all shared. And I was literally sitting there taking a shit. This dude sees the lights on the floor. He's, like, talking to me inside. He's like, that is the best fucking idea. I'm like, yeah, it cleans more thoroughly than the toilet. He's like, oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know why people.
It does clean more thoroughly than just dry tissue, you know?
Oh man, I mean, it is. I mean, you gotta worry about it. It's flush those things out the toilets, and then it's like you can
Just get the flushable ones.
Well, I just throw them in the bin.
Oh.
I have to the bin, but do you want to smoke this or you good? I don't know. I don't know who sent me this. My mom sent me these. I think my mom sent me these 3 toasted hazelnut mixes. But it's iron.
My mom sent me like supplements too. Iron's good for you.
I don't take any pills. I'm just like I smoke weed and I drink beer, I drink coffee, I eat normal food, and like I don't know, cool, but like feeling good about it.
Can't hurt you.
Yeah, but it's not food. It's like processed. It's like well, the point is like thank you. I love you, Mom, but they'll probably sit there with the other ones that you sent. That's something I eat every day. It's like crazy to.
I was like, no, you swallow it.
Still eating. I mean, look at I got big bottles in here, and I'll never ever. Look, they're gonna sit here for years. I have like no desire.
Your mom,
calcium, that shit. It's
your
like,
mom gave you all that.
yeah,
Is
she's
she big into subs?
yeah.
So is mine.
I'm like,
Wow.
don't you eat food? Like, how much of that shit are you eating? My uncle died of cancer, and he was eating 36 pills a day from lumber. I'm like, eat your food, drink the beer.
I'll sit down.
Well, you can if you want. I mean, what kind of you want to eat dinner?
I've already.
Oh, you're good to go. I'm good to go.
Feel free to eat.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking you would have seen it. There's a restaurant there called RC Supply, which is amazing. And there's like usually really hot chicks just like sitting there.
Yeah. We got a bad report. Cholesterol. Yeah. Like, last time I came over to your place, you were like by the Irving Park line. Yeah.
I think you were perfect. Right? Just random chicks were there. Yeah. Yeah. It's crazy. I hope you're proud of this next. Did you not guess how much I paid for the soup last night? I know.
A fraction of this.
That's right. That's why it's like a huge blessing. The space alone is creating part of this space. Yeah. I'm gonna put it back. And they were like, we don't want to come to you and judge us. It's good for us. And this judge is a piece of shit that has to so we're gonna leave. Okay, well, yeah. No, this the VA basically $4,000 for the VA. So everyone that the VA calls out, takes the information and because Lori Life put in a law saying they can't share the water. So let the city put a lien on the property. Who cares in 30 years? I mean, it won't make a difference. You know? Well, I'm not gonna think that it, I'm not taking the water. Those grand concentrate. He wasn't paying his water bill. So why would I think I would? Don't pay your water bill, you come pay it. What? Basically, what I want to do is over the next few years, slowly but surely spend and read, spend and read, use my intelligence. Like, I'm pretty much retired because they garnish my wages. Training is pension and social security disability. So if I can get either one of those, I'll be getting $5,000 plus the grants. So I really want to work, but these do get tight. And I can't, I can't get alarmed. It's just too much money. So it's, but it's like, I don't have to pay as disabled. And like, this is what your wife will get, this is what your kids will get, all the survivor benefits, all the shit. Yeah. I mean, it's sick. That's because I stopped doing work. We're qualified. I ended up from bipolar disease. You know, I mean, I'm not like depressed. You know, I'm pretty happy that, but I mean, you know, and this one, the point is, if I